Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. First of all, I'm really sorry I haven't been uploading in the last few weeks. Truth be told, I've been focusing on other things. I'm just going to be honest with you. You may notice I appear a little bit slimmer, maybe not. I've been spending a lot of time in the gym, prepping meals, stuff like that. This whole fitness and health lifestyle, it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort, and it basically takes up a large chunk of my spare time. So the time I would have spent filming beauty videos is now kind of spent doing more boring things like cooking and going to the gym. However, I am documenting my health and fitness journey on my other channel, which is called My Health Perspective. I will link that right here. If you're on a computer or laptop, you can click that. Otherwise, I have it linked in the description box down below for smartphone and tablet users. You can click there and head on over to that channel if you're interested in seeing what I've been doing health and fitness wise to get my body to where I want it to be. Enough about all that chatter. This is a topic that's been requested several times since I started my YouTube channel, but in the last week, literally, I think 5 or 6 people have asked me to do a video on it, so I said, okay, I'm going to give the masses what they want. People want to see how to contour, and specifically how to contour using the sleek contour palette that I have recommended in previous videos. It just looks like this. Now, currently on my face, I have basically everything on except for my contour, blush and highlight. I have my base on, powder, I have eyes done, lips done. And for anyone who's wondering what lipstick I'm wearing, this is my ultimate favourite lipstick of all time, and it's only a couple of euro. It's by the brand Catrice and it's called Be Natural. I love this. It's my ultimate nude. So I'm going to start with the basics. What is contouring? Contouring is creating shadows on your face. That's what it means to me anyway. And contouring is very different from bronzing. Bronzing is literally taking a bronzer, obviously, and dusting it over your face to make your face seem like it's been out in the sun, to make you look more tanned. Contouring is more to give the illusion of a much better facial bone structure. So obviously, seeing as how I've highly recommended this palette, it would only be fair to actually use it in this video. So as you can see, I have a blush colour here, a highlight colour here, and a contour colour here. I find the contour colour perfect. This is in the shade Light. If you're extremely fair like I am, you will need to go with a pretty light hand with this, but if you're medium or even dark, I think this is the one to go with. Have a swatch in the shop. Basically, you're looking for a shade that's probably 2 to 3 shades darker than your natural skin tone, and for me, obviously, this fits the bill. Brush wise, it all depends on what you're looking for. If you want a really defined cheekbone, I'd recommend a smaller brush. This here is the MAC 109. I know Real Techniques have a contour brush that a lot of people love, so if you want to try that one out, that's a lot cheaper. I really like this one for really defined chiseled cheekbones. However, if I don't feel like doing super chiseled cheekbones, I'm okay with using a bigger brush like this. This is the Sigma tapered face brush, the F25. And it gives a similar effect, just a little less chiseled and more subtle. I think for the purpose of this video, we're going to go with the more chiseled one, so it's more pronounced and more obvious. I'm going to show you my left side because that's my good side. So as you can see, I am pretty blank. So the general consensus is if you do the fishy in, sucky in face, like, that'll show you where your cheekbones are. I don't agree with that one, to be perfectly honest, because if I was to do that, my contour be like off down here, nearly on my jawline. Don't agree with that. What I say to go with is the ear to mouth rule. So from the top of the ear, imagine a line is going straight down to the corner of your mouth. However, don't let the contour pass the outer corner of the eye. So if you're contouring, don't bring it like off down here, stop it around here. Does that make sense? I should probably just show you. So what I do is I take my brush and I dip it into the contour shade and I tap off the excess. That's the one downside to this product, it can be quite powdery. Tap off the excess, top of the ear down to the mouth, but not going past the outside of the eye. And then circular motions once the product is initially applied to blend. And then I like to do circular motions just around the hairline, so it's not just one big brown stripe, so that's actually blended. And again, when it comes to blending it in and making it look a little bit more natural, I like to take a little bit just up onto the hairline. So again, it's not just like one brown stripe on the face. It can also make your forehead appear smaller. And I take the tiniest bit literally along here. Again, just to create a seamless contour. And if, like most women, you want to get rid of the double chin, I also contour under the jawline. So find the jawline, go very slightly underneath and take the product along there. Can you see the difference? And if you want to make your bottom lip appear bigger, take a tiny, tiny bit of the contour colour and just... This creates the illusion of a shadow under your bottom lip, which makes it look like the bottom lip is creating the shadow. And if you're conscious of your nose, like I sometimes am, I like to take a tiny bit just down the side. Now I'm going to do the other half of my face. So that's the contouring part done. Next up is blush, and this is always the kind of brush I use to do my blush. It's just the only one I feel comfortable using, and my favourite blushes to use are the Hourglass Ambient Lighting, but you can use any blush you have. So take a tiny bit, dust off the excess as always, and I just take a tiny bit here onto the apples of the cheeks. I don't blend off up here because I don't think it looks particularly flattering on me. I just put a little bit onto the apples of the cheeks, and whatever's left of my brush then I just blend just in the upwards direction, but I don't take the whole brush up. And that's blush done. Next we're moving on to highlight, and I'm using this brush. It's the Sigma Tapered Highlighter F35 brush. It's much like the other bronzer brush I showed, but just much smaller. And again, I just dip it into the product. This is magic. So where I apply my highlight, where the tip of the eyebrow ends, just below it and down as far as just below my pupil, that is where I apply highlight. I find if I apply it any further in, it accentuates big pores and it's just not flattering. So literally from here to here is where I apply my highlight. So I take the product, dust off the excess, and apply it like so. I like to take a little bit down the centre of my nose and a tiny bit on my cupid's bow. So that's my face finished. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments section down below. Hit the thumbs up button if you found this video helpful. It really helps me out. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye!